Some guys, I think TJ Thorpe actually on Monday talked about the Tar Heel circle, getting in there on Sundays and going through mistakes and that kind of thing. What does that do to kind of help guys work through that?
That's more of a, that's a deal where we do grades during the week or during the game, and it has to do with effort on the field. And so it just, what it does, it signifies that guys that you're not, when you don't give great effort, you're not just letting yourself down, you're letting everybody down, and everybody's doing work for you. So that's why we do that.
What does Landon being back mean for your offense?
Well, I mean, he's he was a starter, and he's a guy that has the most experience out of anybody up there. So he brings some, hopefully brings some continuity. He's moving around really well and looks good.
How about John? John's getting some reps. John Heck is getting some reps. Do you feel like he's close?
Yeah, I think he's very close. I don't know if he's there yet, but he's pretty close. I mean, we'll know more at the later in the week.
If you guys are fully healthy Saturday, given the experience of some of the reserves, guys that will become reserves again, that got some starts, how much further advanced do you think the offensive line would be at this point than you envisioned back in early August? Because of the extra playing time, the extra snaps that some of the guys got.
Well, I mean, you any time that you're getting those twos reps, I mean, you're getting better as a team because, I mean, those guys are going to have to play for you at some point like they already have. Unfortunately for us, it was early in the season when they had to go in and they didn't get, they hadn't had many reps. But, that still makes us better as an entire unit, when those guys are getting reps.
You get a lot of confidence that if something happens, at least you could put someone in that
I mean,
what they're doing.
No doubt about it. And I mean, I had confidence that those guys knew what they were doing. It's just whether or not they could do it and process it and do it all quickly, But throughout the games, through these 2 or 3 games, the guys have played, they've shown that they can do that, and they're getting better every week. So, as you would expect.
Coach, you talked about your defensive front playing well against the run last weekend. How they've done progressing on passing games?
Well, we still, we got pressure. I mean, we got pressure, and we weren't blitzing a whole lot, so we got pressure with 4 and sometimes 5. So, I thought that was probably one of the better games that we've played defensive line this year. So, hopefully we'll keep progressing from there.
You had a lot of praise for the defensive backs during training camp. Are you surprised how opponents have been able to pass the ball against you guys so far?
I wouldn't say surprised. I mean, if you have a mental mistake and you just turn a guy loose, it's not hard to complete a pass. I mean, I would say every situation was different. I mean, we've only had probably in this past game we had some big missed assignments. In the other areas, the other games, it wasn't a whole lot of missed assignments, just getting beat.
How did you guys respond from those mental breakdowns and working with those guys?
Well, get the corrections. I mean, we got guys working hard in practice. We've had 2 really good days of guys with their attitudes and the way they're working, and so hopefully they stay focused throughout the week, and then they practice. They're going to play the way they practice.
Elijah described himself yesterday as a hybrid freshman because he feels like he's made a lot of progress through 4 games. What progress have you seen in him through these 4 games?
He gave himself that?
Yeah,
that's good.
Freshman.
Yeah, that's great.
He also said because he was here in the spring. So
a hybrid freshman, I like that. No, he's made a lot of progress. He really has. I mean, and you see, I mean, just as he's progressed through each week, he's gotten a little bit better, a little more sure of himself out there, more confidence in the way he's running and the way he's doing things. I mean, he's still got a ways to go, but he's doing pretty good for a kid that just came out of high school.
How big a difference is that for a guy that has to hit the hole so quickly or read and figure out what he needs to do from there?
The running part of it is nothing new. I mean, that's a very natural thing. It's all the things that you do without the ball that is the toughest thing in college football for a young running back.
How about pass protection?
Pass protection, carrying out fakes, doing all the little things that you really hadn't had to do as much in high school.
Big game coming up this weekend. How's practice been?
Today's practice was electric. I thought the defense came out here with a good purpose to get better today. Yesterday was a little bit flat, but today we definitely picked it up. So I think we're going to be coming in tomorrow and be ready for VTech after tomorrow.
What does VTech do on offense?
I think they just have a really balanced scheme. They run the ball decently, and then they try to get the ball out to all the receivers and everything. So what we got to do is just play fundamental football and play sound football and just fit our gaps right and run to the ball. I think we could be good.
You guys had a pretty good amount of success shutting down Clemson's run game. Is that something you guys can maybe build off of going into this next game?
Definitely going to build off that. We're going to keep building off that to the next games going forward. And so our run defense is going to get a lot better, and our pass defense is going to get a lot better. The big plays we keep giving up in the back end and whatnot, that's going to get slowed down. And this week, I can't wait to the boys get in here so we can really start proving to people that we getting ourselves together and the guys are out here focusing.
You're from Virginia, obviously. I mean, Vautech was one of your finalists. You chose UNC over. You've had a couple wins against them. How big would it be for you to go out with a win against Vautech?
It means everything for me. I mean, that's my hometown. I mean, a lot of people from my high school go to Virginia Tech, and this means a lot to me. And when I go to Virginia Tech, the fans are in my ear. So, I mean, it feels good. It feels good. It feels real good to come out here my senior year with a win over VTech.
Yeah, I mean, you've played really well against them. I mean, any extra pressure to play against them?
I'm just really engaged in it. I just really want to get to them. Every time I see them or smell them, I really want to get to them. So, yeah, that's it.